Yeah, I'd say longer than a busy couple of days, been a busy couple of weeks, but obviously the acquisition of Tom first and foremost was an outstanding acquisition for our footy club, our members, supporters and the players in particular, because it's been a focus area of need for a fair while at this football club, and to be able to, our club to attract someone of that quality and a player that's so young and will have such a long future at our footy club in an area of need, it was a really important acquisition.
And the other is Boyd. Boyd almost slipping over. He could do well to get it back into Cameron. Turned around himself, and that is great composure. And the play on ball as well.
Well, Richo, this is the #1 draft pick, and that is a great little look at what he's capable of.
Well, he's big and he's strong, and he can mark and kick goals, which is handy. But what we do need to understand, he's only 19 years of age, and that's the big thing. I suppose the most recent example of a player of that stature is Tom Hawkins, and Tom took some time, so we need to be mindful of that. But what he will do, being out there straight away, and probably the first two players that sort of shot me a note when we acquired Tom, was obviously Jake Stringer and Stuart Crameri. So it's the players around him that will get the benefit as well. Yeah, look, Shane's a player I've watched over the last couple of years with interest. Fair bit of NEAFL footy, but if we go back to 2013, he came in late in the season and actually played 2 finals for the Swans and did quite a good job. Had an interrupted pre-season with glandular fever, outstanding form in the NEAFL, and then came back onto the AFL scene late, playing against St Kilda, and obviously was quite interested in the role he played, ironically, against us at Etihad Stadium, where he played on the wing and picked up Ryan Griffin in a tagging role.
Griffin comes away, nicely done with dash, but then took too long. He was run down from behind by Biggs.
Yeah, we're rapt to have him on board. He's a really good runner. He's uses the ball well, good decision maker. So that half-back area outside mid is an area we can bolster with Shane.
And Biggs, and that was big from the Sydney Swans.
Yeah, firstly with Liam, he expressed at our end-of-season exit interviews that he'd like to seek opportunities elsewhere, and Carlton was his choice of destination. And you know, it got there in the end. It took a bit of time, but obviously for Liam, and you know, he was a good, really good person and a good contributor to our footy club over a period of time. And look, we wish him all the best in this next stage of his football career at the Carlton Footy Club. Obviously with Adam, it's a fascinating one because he's such a decorated player at this football club, and obviously no more decorated individual award than a Brownlow medal. And I think when we sat down with Adam at the end of the year, and I had some in-depth conversations, and he was quite open-minded. What he'd seen with Brian Lake, he's obviously his best mate, that latter stage of his career, to freshen his mind and seek an opportunity elsewhere. So there's a couple of interested parties there, being probably North Melbourne early on and then Essendon a little bit later. So we were able to get that across the line yesterday, obviously with the Essendon Football Club. And look, we wish Adam all the best for his future at the Essendon Footy Club now. It's going to be exciting times. Obviously, the focus now shifts, which it has been while we've been going through a trade period. The recruiting guys have been working hard, but now we actually know exactly what our picks are. So we're at that 26, 27, 39, 45, 46. So they're quite tightly together, those picks. So we've identified some players, and the boys are working through it again today, where we'll be doing follow-up investigation, more analysis, in-depth investigations, and we'll be really honing in and be very targeted, obviously. And we're excited by the opportunities that we can bring in November now to complement what we've done throughout the trade period. But the other one, I think it's maybe a little bit lost in all this, is we are just overwhelmingly excited about the opportunity. We've got Zane Cordy, and I suppose we were able to pick him up on the first day of trade in the father-son academy bidding out pick 64. That allowed us the flexibility to manoeuvre and do what we did throughout the trade period.